Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Kids Church on the St Martin's YouTube channel. Now, we've been working through the book of Mark this term, and this week we're looking at the story of blind Bartimaeus. And you can find this story in Mark chapter 10 verses 46 to 52. So Jesus and the disciples were in Jericho, and by now Jesus was so well known that there was a huge crowd wherever he went. So, as Jesus and the disciples were leaving Jericho, another large crowd was following them. Maybe they wanted to be healed, or to see a miracle, or maybe hear some of his amazing teaching. Anyway, while this crowd of people were moving along, they passed a blind man who was begging by the side of the road, and his name was Bartimaeus. Now, back then, the only way people with disabilities could get money was to beg, because they were unable to work. It was a very hard life. So when Bartimaeus heard the noisy crowd, he might have asked someone, "Hey, what's going on? What's the fuss all about?" And then when he heard that Jesus was right there, he got really excited. Just like everyone else, he'd heard about all the amazing miracles that Jesus had done. Maybe Jesus could help him too. So, because the crowd was so big and it was so noisy, he shouted, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me!" Now, the crowd got angry with Bartimaeus when he started shouting for Jesus, because they were probably thinking that Jesus was way too important to worry about a blind beggar on the side of the road. So they said to him, "Be quiet." But Bartimaeus didn't care what they thought, so he shouted even louder, "Son of David, have mercy on me!" Now, we know every single person is important to Jesus, so he asked for Bartimaeus to be brought to him. Bartimaeus was so excited that he jumped up, and then he was led to Jesus. And then Jesus asks him, "What do you want me to do for you?" Now, obviously, Bartimaeus wanted to be healed of his blindness. So he says, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "I want to see." But more than just wanting to see, Bartimaeus had the faith and truly believed that Jesus had the power to heal him. So you know what Jesus does? He doesn't lay a hand on Bartimaeus. When he sees how Bartimaeus has such faith in him, he says, "Go, your faith has healed you." And as soon as Jesus says that, Bartimaeus opens his eyes and he can see. Now, I wonder what you'd do if that happened to you. Because I think most of us would be running around like crazy, telling all our friends what had happened and start celebrating. But Bartimaeus doesn't do that. He joins the crowd and follows Jesus down the road. You see, now that Jesus has changed his life, he's going to stick beside him no matter what. Boys and girls, Bartimaeus was a pretty smart guy. He knew that Jesus was the best thing that had ever happened to him. And you know, he's the best thing that's ever happened for us too. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. Now remember, last week I said I was going to tell you some really exciting news this week. Well, the exciting news is that on July 12th, yeah, that's only 2 weeks away, we can finally return to St Martin's and have Kids Church face to face again. I am so excited to be able to see you and your families again at St Martin's, because it feels like forever since we've been able to do that. I can't wait to see you all. So, I hope you enjoy the activities I've organised for you this week, and have a great last week of school before holidays, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.